Welcome to the Loyal Opposition Podcast. I'm Berney Flowers, one of Uncle Sam's wayward children. I believe that our country's best days are still in front of us, but if those best days are to come, we need to change the direction of the country now, before it's too late. I intend to talk about important issues and topics every week in hopes of helping to improve our country and our way of life. Please like, share, and subscribe. Elect me to Congress. I can make a difference for all Americans, and especially Marylanders. Dear friends, this is episode 54. One of the good things about having my own podcast is that I ever so often get to say what's really on my mind for all to hear. Episode 54 will be such an episode. I figured it was time to tally up the latest flowers for Maryland campaign activities so you can see what we've been up to, that we're working for you, and we're trying to build the sustainable grassroots momentum that we're going to need to win in the whole of November. We're going to win the whole doggone thing. Every week, Team Flowers reviews our activities and makes adjustments and optimizes our efforts and plans for the future. And so with that said, here's a tally of our high points since our last State of the Campaign event back in February. So on the 27th of February, we spoke at the Heritage Harbor Retirement Village. We gained a bunch of new followers, and we just met a lot of great people. My good friend Mary Phelps was with me, and it was a great night. 28th February, I was interviewed by journalist Hiba Abdal Lehman for the Egyptian News Network. We went down to D.C., met some very important international people, and let them know what we're all about. On the 1st of March, Anne Arundel County Firefighters Association spoke to roughly 75 people associated with the fire department over there. It was a great turnout. Bruce Ballantyne set that up for me. On the 1st of March, we had voter guides due, the iVoter Guide, the League of Women Voters, Maryland Catholic Survey, National Association of Realtors, Save Title IX, whole lot of surveys. And we got it all done, and we're still doing campaign surveys pretty much every day to this point. We'll keep it up. 11 March, Keep Nine movement. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but basically that's the idea of keeping the Supreme Court's number at 9 as opposed to what the Democrats want to do by packing the Supreme Court. Went down to D.C. and visited with Jen Charlton, and had dinner with some very smart people that are trying to make that happen. Nonpartisan, by the way. 12 March, News Nation. I was interviewed there. 13 March, Howard County Republican Central Committee meeting, and had a great time meeting with my buddies over there. 17 March, Newsmax interviewed me, and on 17 March as well, I think that was St. Patrick's Day, Scott Willens and his band came to Union Jack's pub over in Columbia. Beth and Ray were there, Beth Lawson and Ray Serrano. We had ourselves a great time. It was a wonderful meet and greet. Candidates Robin Ficker and John Myrick both came out for the event as well, and we had a great Republican time. 18 March, we had the Howard County Central Committee, Republican Central Committee, that is, International Informational Board of Education candidate survey. So the candidates came in and told us what they were about. That was wonderful. 19 March, Anne Arundel County had their Lincoln Reagan dinner. Had a great time. Met some of our good buddies over the Anne Arundel County group, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. 20 March, Baltimore County, Baltimore City, that is, Lincoln Reagan dinner. I got a chance to sit at the head table with Byron Donalds and Andy Harris. We had a great picture together. You can see that on social media if you care to. It was a magical night. 23 March, I attended the Joint Veterans Committee of Maryland's annual Veteran of the Year banquet with Dr. Joanne Fisher. She invited us. Mary Phelps and I went, and also John Myrick and his wife Nancy were there. It was great. Had a fine time, packed house, and got a chance to talk about some veterans issues. 25 March, Purpose Forum with veterans Robert Poole and candidate John Myrick over at the Fleet Reserve Center in Annapolis, Maryland. Had a great time with a small gathering of patriots who made some new friends. Mar 26th March, Vote Red meet and greet. That was with, I think, sponsored by COGS. Mary Phelps set us up with a truck that had panels on it, and that panel, she managed to put my face and speeches on that panel truck. I think it was the hit of the evening. People were really surprised to see it, and it was just beautiful. So, again, we got pictures of it on the website. And also, my friend Bruce, who's working signs for us, Bruce Ballantyne, his signs happened to arrive on that very same day. So we were able to give out yard signs to people at the event, and we were just very pleased with that. Turned out really, really well. Special thanks to everybody, especially it was the same day as the bridge collapsed. So the folks that came over there were the intrepid souls. So thank you. 28 March, Fox 5 DC. They recorded me, and we talked about the bridge collapse and about the campaign and what the plans were to win this thing. So I appreciate being able to be on their television program. 1 April, Alpha Phi Alpha, Black fraternity. They had a meet and greet here in Howard County, and I got a chance to speak at that, and folks talk to some of the community and talk about Republican values. Also, we had a texting party the day before, and we texted out about 2,500 texts with about 15 people in about 3 hours. And thanks to our good friend Roddy for making that happen. 9 April, District 32, we had a meeting at the Mama Lucia Cafe, and I think that was sponsored by the District 32 Club, and they gave us some Numenar training that I desperately needed, so thanks to them. 11 April, Chris Anderson had his fundraiser at a bar down in Parkville, and we certainly wanted to appreciate supporting Chris. Great time. It's kind of like a little mini family reunion for the Republican Party in that area. 16 April, Omega Psi Phi, another black fraternity, had their meet and greet at the Oversea Distillery over in Columbia. And I was able to go to that and met up with pretty much most of the candidates in the congressional race. And it was good. It was good. It was really, really, really good. And it's good to show some of the conservative ideals that I have to the black community. So they were receptive. I was quite surprised and impressed. 17 April, we were out posting signs. Me and my friend John Mathis here in Howard County. He helps me with the signs. He's a great guy. I look forward to you meeting him. And also Tootie Adler and Sean McCurdy were out helping us find locations and making phone calls for us. So thanks to them as well. 18 April, house party at the Ballantynes. Bruce Ballantyne and his wife Vicky held a house party for us, and had a great time talking about political issues and such. 20 April, West Friendship Gun Show and Knife Show over in West Friendship at the Howard County Fairgrounds. Wonderful crowd, wonderful time. Hey, took some great pictures, met some great people. I really think we did well for our campaign and also for the conservatives in general. Next, 21 April, same, West Friendship Gun Show, the second day on the Sunday. And again, same thing. Great opportunity to meet some conservatives. On 24 April, Baltimore's International Seafarers Harbor Cruise with Annie Sanford and Sandy Sanford. Sandy happens to be a ship's captain. He takes those big ships out into the ocean and goes across the sea with them. So he'll be able to give us a wonderful cruise overview and a wonderful overview of how this shipping thing really works. Thank you. COGS debate on the 25th of April. Looking very, very forward to that. And, all the Republican candidates will get together, and I am ready. I am very, very ready and looking very forward to it. 26th April, Republic of Serbia. Republic of Serbia has invited me to their embassy, and I have a meeting there at 1 p.m. along with some other politicos. We're going to have a great time. 26 April, Chinese American Parents Association are they're holding a congressional candidate forum, and I will be there at some Centennial High School. Super Saturday door knocking event. We're looking forward to doing that. Annie and Missy Sanford are going to run that for us, and more to follow as we organize. 6 May, the legacy of Ellen Salbright, MDGOP event over in Towson, Maryland. I'll be there for that. 11 May, Main Street Laurel Festival in Main Street, Maryland, or Laurel, Maryland, that is. I am going to be there hopefully in the morning, and in the evening or afternoon, the Asian Pacific American Islander Group. They're having their festival at Meriwether Post Pavilion in Symphony Woods, and I intend to be there as well. My big deal is 14 May. The GOP primary will be held, and I will find out if all this work that I've been doing is worthwhile. Don't forget to vote for us. And on the 17th and 18th of May, MDGOP Spring Convention at Hager Hall Conference and Event Center over in Hagerstown. I plan to be there no matter what. And I got a quote for you. Maryland Matters, the newspaper, they said among their candidate survey, the leading Republican candidate, Berney Flowers, a retired Air Force officer, reported raising $22,438 and some change in the first 3 months of his year, which included $10,000 of his own money. He spent $24,000 and banked $8,000 at the end of March. The leading Democrat candidate has raised over $3 million. So we know what we're up against. But the bottom line is most of that person's money has come from out-of-state donors and out-of-state political action committees. We can beat these people, but I need your help to do so. If you'd like to have a campaign sign, please go to my website at flowersformaryland.com or send us a note from Flowers to Flowers for Maryland at gmail.com, and we'll try to get you a campaign sign. Maybe you'd like to hold an open house for us. Let us know. But the bottom line is we need your support. We're up against a very, very well-funded Democrat establishment, and they're sending money in from out of state. That doesn't unnerve me. It just makes me more determined to win for my people, and my people is you. So with that said, we can get this done. And remember, I've been standing up quietly for you for my whole adult life, and I will continue to do so. But right now, I need your help so I can do a bigger and better job for you by getting into Congress. I've been advocating for you and for your way of life, and I deeply appreciate those who've already supported the Flowers for Maryland campaign. Your contributions have been invaluable. But now I urge you, let's secure victory now. I hope you can make a donation. If you can't, then pray for us, because the bottom line is we got to get this thing done. We got to get this thing done, and I am the best qualified candidate in the field, bar none. I'll put my resume up against anybody in the field, and they know that. So with that said, how great is it going to be to see your candidate, your Republican candidate, sworn into Congress representing District 3 in 2025, next year? That person can be me, but I need your help to do so. And remember, we're running a grassroots campaign here. I don't have any corporate sponsors. I don't have any out-of-state money. My team is just volunteers. And we got a few people that have been nice enough to send money in from here and from there. And I appreciate this. But this idea of some big corporate entity sending PAC money from somewhere outside of Maryland, that's probably not going to happen for us. I wish it would, because I'll use it. But the issue of the day is we just got to do this thing, and we got to do it the hard way, the grassroots way. We got to defeat the career politicians and the partisan politics, and finally get it right for Maryland. Well, that's about it for now. This has been the Loyal Opposition Podcast, produced in association with Liberty Arise Media, Fallback Productions, and other podcasters. I ask that you like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. Be sure to get your copy of my book, Black Values Matter, available as an ebook on Amazon, Audible, and Apple Books. And also remember that I'm running for Congress in Maryland's 3rd District. We have the best chance to win in a generation, and I intend to do just that. Check me out at flowersformaryland.com or on most social media. And lastly, It's okay to disagree, but if you want our country to prosper, we must insist on unity, transparency, and civility from ourselves and our fellow citizens. Thanks for listening to the Loyal Opposition Podcast. I'll see you next week.